put all your things away so that we have a clear desk.
You can write a little later, okay? No, listen. I promise you, you can write a little later, okay? Come outside with me. Don't cry. Come on.
Okay, friends. I need all of our eyes. Okay. My friends, bodies up. Oh, we need to try that again. We need to try that again. Have a seat, please. I'm listening. I'm waiting. My friends, bodies up. Bodies up. Thank you. Put your chairs in. Dione, bodies up, please. Put your chair in. Okay, I will wait for you. My friends, I will wait for you. I asked you to put your chair in. I hear some talking. I hear talking. I'm going to wait. Thank you. Quickly, quietly, and smoothly come to the carpet. And I want you to face the easel. Get in your spots to face the easel. Quickly, smoothly, and quietly. Get there quickly. Lauren, get where you need to be. Remember what we talked about. Rieja, get where you need to be. Say excuse me. Rieja, you need to say excuse me. Thank you. Have a seat. Yeah, Diane, I'm not exactly sure why you're up here. Okay, you sit back there. Sunday, have a seat. Lauren, can you scooch over a little bit so that Mariah has a little bit of room? Thanks so much. My friends, today we are going to continue talking about texture. Now, when I put this on, can somebody remind me what holiday is coming up that Miss Simmons bought this for? Oh, I'm waiting for a quiet hand. Deasia.
Halloween.
Halloween. And Deasia, can you tell me why I bought this? Do you remember? Flamingo. And that's what Miss Simmons is going to dress up as. Remember I told you my friends and I are getting together for Halloween and we're going to have a huge dinner party. And Miss Simmons is going to dress up like a flamingo. So I chose this scarf. I will wait for you. Nyla, you need to move back. Move back, please. Thank you. Miss Simmons bought this because I'm going to dress up like a flamingo. And I bought it. I had lots of other things to choose from. Lots of different scarves to choose from. But I bought this one because of the way that it feels. And when we talk about how something feels, what's the word that we talk about? Jalea, what's the word we say it one more time?
Texture.
That's close. Let's try it. Texture. Oh. I'm going to say it first and then you say it. Thank you. Texture. Very good. Let's try it one more time. Miss Simmons is going to say it first and then you say it after me. Texture.
Texture.
Very good. So I chose this because I like the way it feels and it feels soft. That's why I chose to buy this scarf. And the feathers are coming off a little bit.
Yeah.
So we are going to dive right into our book. Do you remember on Friday that we did a book walk? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Of this book that I brought? Terrell, I need your eyes.
Oh, yeah.
I need all my friends' eyes. We did a book walk of this on Friday. And Persia, I need you to work on self-control, please. I need all my friends to work on self-control. And focusing, we talked about focusing our attention, right? Yesterday. I need you to focus on me, Terrell. And we are going to read this book about texture so that we can learn a little bit more about the objects that have texture in this book, right? So this book is called Spiky, Slimy, Smooth. What is texture? And this book, the author and illustrator is Jane Brockett. So we're going to read her book to learn a little bit more about texture. So let's dive right in. What is texture? The way something feels is called texture. let's look around in this book to see what textures that we can find. Furry slippers are soft and fluffy. I will ask you a question. Thank you for raising your hand. But Miss Simmons will make sure that she asks you, okay? So, furry slippers are soft and fluffy. They tickle your toes and keep your feet warm. What else is the author and illustrator telling us in this picture that might also be soft and fluffy? Ryan, what's in this picture that might also be soft and fluffy? This might be ice cream. What else could it be? Oh. Mariah, what else could this be?
It could be cake.
It could be cake. So the author is telling us, and the illustrator is telling us, when she puts this picture in here, Casey, that when we put this in our mouth, the cake, when we put it in our mouth, it could be soft and fluffy, right? So let's keep going. Cactus plants are spiky and sharp. They aren't nice to touch. And we talked about porcupines also, right? When we touch them, it's spiky. That's why we don't want to touch them, right? Thank you. Hands down, please. We are continuing. Hands down. I need your attention. Pebbles and stones can be sharp and pointy too. It's much easier to walk on them in shoes than with bare feet. Now, friends, I want you to think about our vocabulary words that we're talking about this week, which are hard, soft, rough, smooth, and bumpy. Very good. Now, I want you to think about those textures, and I want you to think about what would it feel like if you were going to walk on this with, what would it feel like if you were going to walk on this without shoes? Can we use one of our vocabulary words? What does John say? It might be bumpy. What else could it be, Julia?
Hard.
They could be hard. You're right. What else, Mariah? What do you
Rough.
think? It could be rough. That was very good. We used our vocabulary words. Hands down. Candy wrappers are smooth and shiny. They make a rustling sound when you scrunch them up. I want us to think about that sentence that the author wrote in this. I haven't asked my question yet, so I shouldn't see any hands up. I want us to think about that sentence that the author wrote. The candy wrappers are smooth and shiny. What sense is the author using to tell us when we talk about something that's smooth? What sense are we using? Our 5 senses. Remember Zayani, what sense are we using? Touch. You're right, because we are feeling it. Let's think about the next sentence. They make a rustling sound when you scrunch them up. What sense is the author using when he talks about that? Shanila, what sense is he using when he says they make a sound?
It's bumpy.
Listen to my question. What sense is the author using to talk about? Remember our 5 senses? When he says that he crunches it up and it makes a sound, what sense is he hearing or using?
Touch.
Let's try again. Mariah, what do you think?
Here.
He's using his sense of hearing because he's listening, Jason, I need your eyes. He's listening to that sound that the crunchy wrappers are making, right? A watermelon has a thick, smooth skin. It protects the juicy fruit inside. Look at these different squash. A squash is a vegetable. There are some plain and smooth squashes in these pictures, and some are knobby and warty. Let's think about those words. Knobby and warty. Can you repeat after me? Let's try. Knobby. Oh, listen, wait, hold on. Miss Simmons is going to go first, and then it's your turn. Knobby.
Knobby. Knobby.
Let's try it one more time. Knobby.
Knobby.
Warty.
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 Thank you. Those are other texture words that you can use when you're describing that something is bumpy. Knobby and warty also means bumpy. So Gabriel, can you point to these pictures and point to, let's see, can you point to one that is smooth? Just sit down, you got it. Point to one that is smooth. Very good. You pointed to this one. This one looks smooth because why does it look smooth? Tell me.
Because it's all bumpy.
It doesn't look bumpy, but it doesn't have anything on it that it would make you feel really good when you touched it, right? Something smooth. Can you sit the right way for me? I need all my friends to give me 5. Give me 5 doesn't mean raise your hand. Thank you. Now, Terrell, can you come in here? Can you point to one that is bumpy, Terrell? Oh, he pointed to this one. Do we agree or disagree with Terrell?
Disagree.
Let's see. Persia, why do you disagree with Terrell?
Because that one's not bumpy. I'm agree. Stop, Jason.
Jason, I need you to turn around. So Persia said that he knows that this one is not, it's not bumpy because it looks smooth, right? So let me see. Jason, can you point to one that is bumpy? He pointed to this one. Do we agree or disagree with Jason? Oh, look, they agree with you. Very good, because this one is bumpy, right, Terrell? This one is bumpy, and this one is smooth, right? Okay, let's continue with our book. Things made from metal feel hard. When we hold them, they don't bend or change shape. Terrell, I need your eyes. They don't bend or change shape. Tiles are also hard. They are smooth. But the thin gaps between the tiles feel gritty and rough. So let's pause. I have a question for you. On this page, the author tells us that there are 2 textures. Can somebody raise their hand if they remember? Put your hands down, please. If you remember what 2 textures that the author said, let's read it again. These tiles are also hard. They are smooth. But the thin gaps between the tiles are gritty and rough. Shanila, what were the 2 textures that the author talked about?
Smooth
And
touch.
Smooth. You got that one. Let's try again. Jalea, let's see.
Gritty.
Gritty and rough. So he said, very good. He said that the tiles are smooth. But in between, right here, I need all my friends to give me 5. Because I see some friends who are not giving me 5. Myra and Lauren. Myra, I need your attention, please. Thank you. Very good. At home, we have soft, squishy textures to keep us warm. On winter days, it is nice to snuggle under soft blankets and stitch cotton quilts. So when we talk about something, I need your eyes, Terrell. So when we talk about something that is soft, I want you to think about things. Let's think about things that you know or that you've touched before that are also soft. I want you to think about it. And raise your hand if you can think of something that you've seen that's soft. Maybe you have something at home. I need your eyes, please. Something that you have at home. Maybe Zioni, what do you think? Something that's soft.
I think my baby sister, teddy bear was soft.
Oh, she said her sister's teddy bear is soft. Can you think of something else, Mariah? What else is soft?
When I went home, I went in my room and I grabbed my teddy bear and went to sleep with it.
Because it was soft, right? Shanila, what else is something that's soft?
And now we have in my blanket and I got my cover.
Were your covers soft? Very good. Sanjay, I need your eyes. Remember how we talked about yesterday? I need everybody focusing up here. I need everybody to give me 5. When I open my eyes, everyone should be sitting in a listening and learning position, ready to finish. Gabriel, sit the right way. Terrell, thank you. Let's finish our book. Hands down, please. Some things are not so nice to touch. These scrub brushes are rough and scratchy. Bricks and stones are hard and rough. They might scrape your knuckles and knees if you try to climb this wall. When I was reading this book, I thought of a vocabulary word that maybe not everybody knows. And I read the word knuckles. So I want you to think about, if you know what that word means, Jason, I want you thinking. If you know what that word means, knuckles. Can somebody raise their hand if they know what that word, Myra, what does that word mean?
That means you crack your fingers.
So your knuckles are right here on your hand, right? So the author is telling us that if we tried to climb this wall, it's rough. So it would scrape our knuckles and our knees, right? If we tried to climb it. Because the bricks feel rough. Briasia, I need your eyes. Now I see in this picture, Terrell, I see in this picture that there might be more than one texture. Can you look at this picture and tell me? Sanjay, what do you think might be another texture in this picture? What else is in this picture besides the bricks? Do you see something else?
Bricks.
You see, what's this right here?
Block.
What's this right here? He said branches, but also there could be, what else, Persia? What else could be in this picture?
A hole.
Well, there is a hole, but what's the green? What's green in this picture? Deasia. Trees and leaves, right? So yesterday, when we got to go outside, Jason, do you remember when we rubbed our hands on the grass and we said that it feels what? What did the grass? Quiet hand. What do you think, Jason? It might feel soft. So the author is including two different textures in this picture. So we talked about the bricks being rough, and then the leaves are soft and smooth, maybe. Lauren, I need your eyes. When I open my eyes, everybody needs to give me 5. Terrell, sit on your bottom, please. We're almost done with our book. We have a few more pages. Oh, look, this is our last page. Texture is all around us. Hands down, please. The author says, texture is all around us. Everything we touch has its own texture. Look and feel around you and see what textures you can find. So the author is asking us to look around us. Jason. The author is asking us to look around us. So can we think about other places that we can look for texture? What are some other places, Deasia? A city. She said a city. What else, Mariah?
Tampa Bay.
We could look for textures around Tampa Bay. Gabriel, where else can we look for a texture? For what? Oh, he said a store. Let's do one more. Persia, what do you think? Where can we look for textures? We could look for textures from Walmart. So let's put our hands down, because listen, I want you to understand, I want you to know that, listen, textures are all around us. When I open my eyes, I need all my friends to give me 5, please. Briasia, give me 5, please. Thank you. So we can look for textures all around us, not just in our classroom and not just outside, but we can go all around us and look for textures. So I need all my friends, bodies up. I need all my bodies up. Bodies up, please, my Ray. Do you want to go sit back in your seat?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. I need everybody to move in your spots for facing the board, please. Let's see if we can do it quickly, smoothly, and quietly. I shouldn't have to remind you, friends. You need to practice getting in your spots quickly, smoothly, and quietly. When I turn around, I hope everybody's in their spot. Sayani is moving. It's all right. Terrell, scoot over just a little bit. Casey, turn around. Bodies down. Sit down, please. Thank you. It was an accident. It's all right. Lovey, can you move up just a little bit? Move up just a little bit. Thank you. Okay, I need all my friends' attention up here. Because I'm watching, and Miss Simmons will move your clips if I have to talk to you again. If I have to talk to you again, Sanjay, I need your eyes. Thank you. Sanjay, thank you. Okay, so we're going to have an opportunity now. We've been talking about our words this week. Hard, soft, rough, smooth, and bumpy. So we are going to, just like we did earlier today, I need you sitting the right way. Just like we did earlier today, we're going to, Casey, turn and talk to our partner about, listen, I haven't asked you to turn and talk yet. Because I haven't given you a partner yet. Okay? We're going to have an opportunity to turn and talk about different textures. So, Zayani, Jalea, and Persaya, can you guys work together? I know there's 3 of you, but can you work together? So, Jalea, can you move back just a little bit so Persaya can be in there? Thank you. So, Shanila and Mariah, and Deasia and Casey, Lauren and Terrell. Turn. I haven't asked you to start talking yet. Lauren and Terrell. Lauren, I need you to work with me, please. Turn and face Terrell. Briasia and Sanjay. Thank you. Gabriel and Jason. Turn. I need you to turn. You need to turn. And I need the 3 of you. Can you guys all